Do I maintain parallelism with the participle, or should I use an infinitive? In this video lesson, we will cover the elements of parallel structure, matching verbs and clauses with items in a series. We will also distinguish non-parallel elements and correct these series of mistakes. After a quick but thorough practice session, we will try a quick test to see how well you've learned parallel structures by using correct verbs and phrases. Let's begin. A parallelism item on an objective test might look like this. We need to choose the sentence that has no errors in the structure. Is it A, Eileen bought new shoes for the party, a gold charm for her mother, and to treat her best friend Maria to lunch? Is it B, Eileen decided to buy new shoes for the party, purchasing a gold charm for her mother, and treating her best friend Maria to lunch? Is it C, Eileen purchased new shoes for the party, a gold charm for her mother, and lunch for Maria, her best friend? Letter C would be the correct answer. You're discussing what Eileen has purchased. In order to have parallel structure, items in a series have to come together, such as the parallelism of Shane with the three apples. Apple, comma, apple, comma, and apple, comma. Let's try an example sentence. Shane ate the pizza, wiped his lips, and burped with contentment. All three of these words, ate, wiped, and burped, are past tense verbs, hence parallel structure. You shouldn't create problems by mixing grammatical elements. So a non-parallel structure would look like this. As you can see, the apples and the bombs are not matching together. That would make it non-parallel. So let's try our sentence again. Shane ate the pizza, wiped his lips, and burping with contentment. Ate and wiped are still past tense verbs, but burping is a present participle. We have come to our quick test. If you'd like, you can go back and review and re-strengthen your skills on parallel structure in this video. You also have a PDF form of the parallel structure quick test. However, if you feel like you're ready to move on, let's begin. In the items that follow, I want you to choose the sentence that has no errors in the structure. Item 1. Barking dogs, kittens that were meowing, and squawking parakeets greet the pet shop visitors. B. Barking dogs, meowing kittens, and squawking parakeets greet the pet shop visitors. C. Dogs that bark, kittens that meow, and parakeets squawking greet the pet shop visitors. Letter B has parallel structure, with the barking, the meowing, and the squawking all matching up. Item 2. Which is the correct parallel structure? A. During class, Samuel spent his time flirting with Brittany, eating candy, and doodling on the assignment sheet. B. During class, Samuel spent his time flirting with Brittany, he ate candy, and doodling on the assignment sheet. C. During class, Samuel spent his time to flirt with Brittany, to eat candy, and doodling on the assignment sheet. A is the correct answer. Here once again we have the verbs with the ing endings. Item 3. Which is the correct parallel structure? A. Alex looked everywhere for his math book, under the bed, on his desk, and he searched inside the refrigerator. B. Alex looked everywhere for his math book, viewing under the bed, searching on his desk, and inside the refrigerator. C. Alex looked everywhere for his math book, under the bed, on his desk, and inside the refrigerator. Letter C would be correct. Item 4. Which has the correct parallel structure? A. The manager wanted staff who arrived on time, smiled at the customers, and didn't snack on the chicken nuggets. B. The manager wanted staff who arrived on time, would be smiling at the customers, and would not be snacking on the chicken nuggets. C. The manager wanted staff who arrived on time, smiled at the customers, and no snacking on the chicken nuggets. A is the correct answer. Here we have our forms of verbs with an ed ending. Item 5. Which has the correct parallel structure? A. After giving Jeremy her phone number, Felicia had to tolerate his late-night calls, stupid conversations, and requests for her math homework. B. After giving Jeremy her phone number, Felicia had to tolerate his late-night calls, the fact that he carried on stupid conversations, and requests for her math homework. C. After giving Jeremy her phone number, Felicia had to tolerate being woken up late at night, having stupid conversations, and he constantly requested her math homework. Letter A would be the correct answer. We have a second quick test for you. In the items that follow, choose the correct word or phrase within the context suggested by the sentence. Item 6. Pasta boiling in water, blank, and garlic bread baking in the oven welcomed Francisco as he opened the door. What should we fill in the blank? Is it A. Simmered tomato sauce in the pan? B. Tomato sauce simmering in the pan? C. Tomato sauce that simmered in the pan? D. Saucy tomatoes that were simmering in the pan? B would be your correct answer. For parallel structure, you would want your nouns followed by a verb with an ing, such as pasta boiling in water, tomato sauce simmering in the pan, and garlic bread baking in the oven. Item 7. Which fills in the blank correctly? During our vacation in the Bahamas, we hope blank to enjoy beautiful sunsets and to dance ourselves dizzy at reggae clubs. Is it A. That we eat delicious seafood? B. That eating delicious seafood occurs? C. To eat delicious seafood? D. Eating delicious seafood? Letter C would be the correct answer. We want to match up the words to with the verb, to eat, to enjoy, and to dance. Item 8. Fill in the blank with the correct parallel structure. Karen wished Ray chewed with his mouth closed, for otherwise he was everything she wanted in a date. He was tall, intelligent, and... Is it A. He looked good? B. Being good looking? C. One handsome man to look at? D. Handsome? You just want to add in one more simple adjective here. He was tall, intelligent, and handsome. Item 9. Fill in the blank for the correct parallel structure. To win Lori's love, Albert visited the florist for roses, the drugstore for a box of chocolates, and... Is it A. Bought an expensive gold necklace at the jewelry store. B. The jeweler for an expensive gold necklace. C. The jeweler where he bought an expensive gold necklace. D. To buy an expensive gold necklace. We want to match up the florist for, the drugstore for, and the jeweler for. Make sure all three clauses have parallel structure. Item 10. Fill in the blank for the correct parallel structure. Kimberly won't date Terry because he is too short, too noisy, and A. Because he picks his teeth with his fingers. B. Too impolite. C. Is the most impolite man she has ever met. D. Picking his teeth with his fingers. Too impolite would be the correct answer, with too short and too noisy. You have come to the end of your parallel structure video. Please go back and review time and again in order to refresh and strengthen your skills in parallel structure. Don't forget you have a PDF of the parallel structure quick tests in order to review your skills.